Hello, everyone. This is the ant. Ant is very hardworking and passionate about its future. Ant is always ready to work and works with excitement and passion. This is the grasshopper. The grasshopper is very playful and enjoys life to the fullest. On a warm and sunny summer day, a group of hard-working ants were busy outside their tiny home. Back and forth they marched in long lines, carrying grains of wheat and seeds much bigger than themselves. They carefully stored all the food inside their nest, preparing for the cold winter ahead. While the ants worked tirelessly, a cheerful grasshopper sat nearby on a green leaf. He played his violin and sang happily, enjoying the sunshine and the gentle breeze. "Why are you working so hard?" the grasshopper called out. "Come, sit with me. Enjoy the beautiful day. There is plenty of time to work later." But the ants did not stop. One ant replied, "We are storing food for the winter. When the cold days come, there will be nothing to eat. You should do the same." The grasshopper laughed and shook his head. "Winter is far away. I would rather sing, dance, and enjoy life," he said, and went back to playing his music. Day after day, the ants kept working. They gathered food, carried it home, and filled their storage rooms. Meanwhile, the grasshopper continued to sing and play, never thinking about the future. Soon, summer ended, and the weather began to change. The air grew colder, the leaves fell from the trees, and winter arrived. The grasshopper was very sad. But the grasshopper was not so lucky. There was no food anywhere, and he had nothing stored. The ants stayed warm inside their nest, eating the food they had worked so hard to collect. They were safe, comfortable, and well prepared. Snow covered the ground, and food became very hard to find. But the grasshopper was not so lucky. He was cold, hungry, and weak. There was no food anywhere, and he had nothing stored. Shivering, he walked slowly to the ants' home and knocked on their door. "Please," he begged, "I am very hungry. Can you share some food with me?" The ants looked at him and asked, "What did you do all summer?" The grasshopper lowered his head and said softly, "I was busy singing and making music." The ants shook their heads. "We worked hard while you played. Now we must take care of ourselves," they said, and returned inside. He wished he had listened and prepared for the winter. The grasshopper walked away, realizing his mistake. The grasshopper was very sad. From that day on, he promised himself that he would work hard first and play later. Moral of the story: there is a time to work and a time to play. The end.